Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Tupac Shadour. Tupac Shadour.
This shit dirt.
Tupac Shadour.
Anyone who disrespect this set,
Come on now.
we throwing this shit dirt said this ready.
Shadour.
You gotta say it like Ross.
And since
You gotta say it like Rose.
Since we dropped on
shit
Thursday,
dirt.
bro, it's been a lot of going on. It's been a lot going on. You got the Colorado State talking crazy. We gotta get to that. Him talking crazy. They made it a competitive game, bro. They made it a competitive game. It was winning 58 minutes, but they forgot the other 2 minutes. And we gotta put the shades on, man. Put the shades on. I honestly, bro, Deion is him. You sold 1.2 million off his shades and blinders. His Colorado contract like $5 million in his own. He made about 1.2 in that whole weekend, bro. Come on now, put the
They had
shades
to
on.
win. They had to win because of all the optics around it, between the trash talk, the freaking celebration, and all the celebrities that came out for the game. You had to win.
Wayne opened up.
Even Deion said it. He said, "Dude, we let this dude win. His post game interviews are gonna be crazy. Like we let this dude, like we gotta win. Like yeah,
crazy,
like
bro.
I'm like you had to win. They was gonna act like they had felons in the locker room. If y'all lost that game.
Yeah, it got ugly. It got ugly. But like you said, all the celebrities, all the support, man. Deion is really changing
Colorado
the dynamic
money,
of
man.
Colorado, Boulder, Colorado, but just in general college football, bro.
They making money, man.
Come on, now he putting people on the map. And my comments about the coach, I just feel like now every person that faces Colorado or every team that faces Colorado, they searching for the clout, bro. They searching for the moment.
Basically,
they searching for the moment. Cause
that dude.
You got on the podium and start talking about another man, what he doing, and bringing your mama into it, and went left.
And he wears his hat. He wears his hat every post game interview. So what's the importance of saying that? Because you wear your hat.
Sanders, bro.
You wear your hat. We've seen it. We've seen the posts. We've seen all of it. But my thing was this, because this is how they lost the game. Because they should have won that game. This is how they lost. You worried about Deion and his attire for interviews. But your team is undisciplined. Mm-hmm. And that's a reflection of coaching. Your team had 16 penalties.
16 penalties.
8 of them were personal fouls. 7 of them were in the first quarter.
Mm-hmm. All resulting in 182 yards.
And you did nothing to address that. Now, Colorado, they had 9. But Deion addressed that in the locker room. Mm-hmm. Deion's not going to have that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a reflection of you as a coach. Mm-hmm. And that's how they lost the game. Because it happened in overtime.
Yep.
All those personal foul penalties got them closer to the goal, got your best guy kicked out.
Correct.
Then y'all go back to go score. Mm-hmm. Your wide receiver, crackback block. Mm-hmm. Which I'm a fan of that in football, but you can't do it today. It's like that cost you the game. Your team is undisciplined, and you worried about what Deion wears for post-game interview, and that's a reflection on you. That's why your team is 0-2 because they have no discipline.
That's facts, bro.
And it says that you allowed that stuff because the fact that number 11 could do that to Travis Hunter,
about to say that.
And you didn't address it as a coach. Nothing like that says that he knew he could get away with that. That you're all right with that.
And my first problem was they didn't call a penalty on that. They didn't throw him out of the game for that because that was targeting. That was targeting. Number 11,
reason why it wasn't
out of bounds, the ball had already sailed over Travis Hunter's
It should have been targeting, but the reason why they didn't label it as targeting is because it wasn't like a helmet-to-helmet thing. It shouldn't matter. That was a cheap shot.
Now my star player, worth millions, is out for weeks now.
Yeah.
Just based off of that one play.
That dude should have been thrown out the game.
He should have been thrown out the game.
There's no reason he should have been.
And now it's reports this man getting death threats and his
I
family getting death threats.
I don't condone.
Listen. I don't condone nor approve. But guess what?
Yeah.
I do understand it. No. I want you to understand that I understand it. I don't condone it. I don't approve it, but I do understand it. Cause this man worth millions, and also. You a coach with no type of integrity as far as morals and your principles. As far if you leading the team out there to do that, and perform in that way, y'all have talented players.
They have some talented guys on that team.
Number 14, Horton.
Number 5,
he was tough.
Number 5 is a dog.
They had some competition out there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was a good game, great competitive game. This went into overtime, but Shador, man, I'm gonna tell you this right now, Brady mode. 98 yards. It's time, bro. It's 28-20. 98 yards. Under a minute left. What you gonna do? Because
without your best player,
without the best player, and because this loss would have. I'm not saying it would have changed the dynamic of them as a team, but
there would have been a whole lot more.
It would have been a whole lot of chatter going on. Exactly, because it was so much hype. leading to this game. Everybody, they had a 24-point spread. All right, so it's 28-20. You drive down the field, bro. You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
Defense was getting on my nerves.
Come on. Drive down the field.
They was getting on my
in
last
the game
nerve.
in that fashion, bro. Go to overtime. Then this is why tight ends are so important too. Tight ends are so important because they're like the heart of the offense as well. Because not only they're pass blocking, all right, they get out on the drag or get out on a seam, and they can change the game. And number 87 changed.
Number 87 was cooking.
Back touchdowns, bro.
He was cooking.
Come on now.
He was out there cooking. Nah, he was out there cooking. Now I ain't gonna lie. Number 5 on the other. I don't know how he made that catch on 4th down. I don't know how he made that catch on 4th down. And he kept it moving too. That first big catch he had off the trick play. Their defense was getting on my nerves. I was like, come on, Colorado. I was like, come on.
Yeah, it's tough. But I mean, you lose Travis Hunter in the first quarter or first half. So that's difficult. But also, like you're saying, we did point that out as far as like the defensive line. They got to start getting more pressure on the quarterback. And also, one thing that was pivotal for Colorado, they kept running the shallow routes, bro, the crosses. They ran that jump about 20 times.
And number 14 kept hitting them with that same move after every catch. Whoop, like bro.
Outside.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, at some point, some adjustments had to be made. Like,
for sure,
it's got to happen. Get up and tackle. It was just like...
Heck of a game, though. Because Shiloh showed up and showed out. He
Turnovers were timely. Turnovers were timely.
That pick six was timely. Made it 7-7. Then also the forced fumble when Colorado State was about to go up 21-7.
Shoot, the pick to end the game. Now that was a shallow, but like there was a pick to end the game. I'm not gonna lie. It's like I believe, but at the same time, there was a certain point I was just like, man, they're gonna lose this game because it was just like,
yeah, because
I'm glad they won because there was no way I would not have gone for it on 4th down. There's no way when they was 4th and goal and they took the field goal. They were at the 1 yard line, and you need a touchdown because they ended up scoring on a 4th down play. Yeah. I'm like, there's no way I wouldn't have gone for that. At least you gotta make your defense, at least like, especially with my defense is playing, like at least you make them try the length of the field.
Correct, you're right though.
That touchdown probably doesn't happen. It's like and you need the touchdown to tie the game. If you're gonna help you at this point, there's no way I wouldn't have done that. And I like the fact that they went for 2 during second overtime because it's like. You're watching your defense. It's like, listen,
it's time to see ya, bro.
We love you, but at the same time, it's like we need some extra insurance.
And what's major in sports is momentum, bro, and you know that. Once a certain person or a team gets a certain momentum in a sport, bro, it's up. You got the momentum, and also they at home. Everybody there. It's time, bro. Come on now. I'm going there for that 2-point conversion. That's kind of what, you know what I'm saying. That's kind of what dictated the game after that. I feel like the game's over after that. But I always say it's not over till
it's over. When that clock hits 0, that's when it's over.
It's not over till it's over.
You gotta keep playing.
Shout out to Colorado. It's gonna get difficult with Oregon and USC next, but these are gonna be dynamic games. And that's messed up, bro.
That's messed up.
If he's out, I'm not trying to. Man, if he's out, number 11 should be out for a game. I don't care, man. I don't care.
Yeah,
because that was a set.
The NCAA, there has to be repercussions for that. There has to be because you put him in the hospital, and it was clearly after the play. That penalty's not enough. I ain't saying the death threats, but it's like there has to be some sort of penalty, man. Like for that because it was flagrant. It was flagrant, completely late, and you put him in the hospital, and now he's gonna be out a couple weeks. Like. That's just not all right. It's not cool at all. You know what I'm saying? So it's like shout out to Deion. Deion's a class act. You know what I'm saying? Deion he's a believer. So I like what he said. I don't wish no ill will on the boy. He don't leave him alone, leave his family alone. I like all that. We forgive him and those are the right things to say. But there's got to be like a game, game or something.
Some repercussion. That was wild.
That was very wild. Like, there's got to be something.
Straight like that. It was wild.
And the way he just walked off calmly, like it was just all right. Like he could just do that. Like I ain't like that either. I like the fact that Colorado had a little more composure to not like turn it into like the entire sideline jumping them. The fact that there was 1 or 2 guys coming up to him, but like it could have went like that. It could have got ugly.
That was a competitive game. Yeah. Glad to see the outpouring love for Colorado and for Deion because He's making that town and community and city rich as I don't know what. They made about 18 million plus in the last.
Somebody said, imagine you were a sophomore in Colorado last year, going 1-11, and the very next year you got The Rock and Lil Wayne showing up
at 3-0, and imagine you're not on the team no more.
Man,
come on now, I'd be sick as I don't know what.
Somebody said Colorado was not built for all this niggatry. It's like, listen, they not, but they making money.
But they for real, they making money.
They making money.
All I see. Man, speaking about football, since we on the topic, all right, come on now, we 2-0. All right, I ain't bragging or nothing. It's still early.
It's very still early.
Washington, come on now. We was in Colorado when we showed up. You know what I'm saying?
We showed up to get that win.
For real, cause
it was looking bad.
It was looking bad. 21-3. That is our Achilles heel is not starting the game off. You know what I'm saying?
And in the past, we don't play from behind well.
Right, correct. We don't exactly. We're not a comeback team, so we got to start off the game ready to play, ready to perform for Sunday, man. Come on, you work all week for this moment to
shout out to Chase Young, man. I really wanted to see Chase Young do well,
and he did.
I was watching him, and I felt like I was being a little too hard in my own analysis because I was like, man, he's not doing nothing. But at the same time, there were other guys in the D line that were also struggling. So that game, but I just knew I could tell while he was playing. I was like, listen. If he starts to get some momentum, his confidence will grow.
And he came up with the pivotal play.
And as soon as he had like one pressure, I was like, okay. In the second play, more pressure. I was like, okay. He's starting to be disruptive. He's starting to gain some momentum. And then when he got that sack, I was like, oh yeah, he's out of here. After that, he was completely himself once he got that sack. It's like breathing. It was like, it's like okay, I got this.
Like, that's why I say when our team decides to show up, we one of the best teams, and that's just not me just being a fan, of course. We one of the best teams, but we have to. That's what separates the mediocre, the good from the great, right there and there.
Eric Bieniemy is definitely you definitely see the effect he's having because we out here putting up 30+ points. We're definitely like him being the offensive coordinator is definitely like an effect. Sure.
You're averaging 27 points. Sam Howell doing good. We gonna
see. Sam Howell's doing all right.
We gonna see.
Yeah, we go. Who we play?
We got
the Bills.
We got two juggernauts next. We got the Bills and the Eagles. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm saying it right now. I want us to go 2-0. That's just me being biased as a fan. But we at least get one of these games. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. I'm telling you that right now we getting at least one of these games.
I'm not that worried about the Eagles.
I told you about the Eagles last year. I told a lot of people about the Eagles last year.
I'm not that worried about the Eagles, man. Because we've beaten them.
Facts. And when it's rivalry
like last
time,
2 times. Like it's a whole different game.
When it's rivalry time, stop it.
I don't think they're gonna whoop us. Now I think they want to whoop us because we've been giving them like their first L they've had all season, like the last 2 seasons.
I'm about to say last 2 seasons.
But
it's up. What's the most disappointing team before we get to our agenda?
The most disappointing team?
Most disappointing team right now.
I have it, but I can't. I feel like it's obvious because of what happened. But it's the Jets, and it's not their fault. But it is the Jets because there was a lot riding on that team. There were expectations, but it's not their fault.
It's not.
It's not their fault. And I had some faith in Zach Wilson. I don't know anymore. Cause
mine's definitely the Chargers, bro.
Oh yeah.
The Chargers 0-2.
Yeah, that's a little.
You know what I'm saying? I got a couple friends that are Chargers fans, and I'm gonna be critical.
I don't think I know. I know one Charger fan. I know one Charger fan. I was out that night with him, when the Jaguars made that wild comeback. Yeah, Keenan Allen's out there cooking. I'm happy seeing that.
You explained. You was right. You right from there because y'all 0-3 since that game.
Oh damn.
Trash. My boy, he trash. All right, they ain't trash, but these high expectations. And also, speaking about quarterbacks, that's Herbert doing his thing out there, but it's all about wins. And you know somebody that's winning and just got a contract extension, Patty Mahomes. He got that. Got that contract extension. You know, come on now. You know they Patty in the league. They said Joe Burrow got that. He got that $275. They said, "Nah, we got to up that contract." Up this contract.
Bro, you're already about to get $500 million at the end of it all. Like, god damn, that's crazy.
Patty Mahomes.
But nah, I would definitely say the Jets, only because of like the circumstance. It's not really the Jets because the circumstance, but dang man, like Zach Wilson looks, he's playing horrible. It's like putrid.
And then you remember we were just the whole summer watching Hard Knocks on HBO.
Like, it's not their fault, but it's just like, man.
The story of Aaron Rodgers. I mean,
yeah.
Last week, bro, we spoke about Nas and we spoke about the Magic series, King Disease. All right. By then, the album didn't come out. Or actually, it did come out, but I didn't hear it until Friday.
Yeah. I don't need another.
3, bro.
I don't need another Nas album for another at least 1 to 2 years.
That's fine.
Please, no more.
That's fine, but he gave come on now, 10 for 10 effort on every one of them, and 10 for 10 albums for me. Magic is the best series to me. I like King's Disease, but that Magic is like
I like King's Disease.
Nostalgic Nas mixed with a modern day, you know what I'm saying, soulful type of sound.
It's hard for me to differentiate because all of them sound so similar because they're all Hit Boy. That's why I hate it. That's why I need more time spaced out.
It sounds similar.
Because you just gave me this like 2 months ago.
Because I think King Disease is the other. I think King Disease is more so of the, like, of this era. Let me blend in a lot of their music, their sound, and with my sound. But Magic is strictly just.
I like King's Disease, like the first one, because like one, it was fresh. Like, we never really heard Nas and Hit Boy. It was fresh.
Correct.
There was more features, so the sound was different. Like, it was more things to appreciate. Like, you had Big Sean on there. They had Don Toliver on there. They had Fabio on there. You know,
you had a lot of good.
It was a lot going on, and then like, you know, eventually it just became Nas and Hit Boy, and it's just like, after a while, when you keep giving it to me, it's not going to sound that much different after a while. Especially when I just heard it 2 months ago. Like, it's hard. I'm trying to find a way. Like, it's like, I can't say it's bad. It's not bad at all. It's just hard for me to be like, this is amazing. It's like, I feel like I just heard this.
I get what you're saying. It's quantity, but I feel like also they keep on having this same type of structure and strategizing as far as the albums and what they drop, and him being the producer and him being the rapper. It's working, bro.
Now, I think what would have helped if there were more, like, you have to find ways to make it sound different. When it's just you and Hip on the same every song,
that's what he did though.
I feel like 50 shouldn't have been the only feature on King's Disease on Magic 2, and Wayne shouldn't have been the only feature on Magic 3. That's what I mean. When you add other artists, it helps.
I understand that, but that's why I said
top the sound.
That's why I said I appreciate both of them, because one does the other. You know what I'm saying? So Magic, what you said, Magic don't have. What you saying, King Disease? Hold up, Magic. You saying they don't have enough features, but as far as King Disease, they have all the features. So he's catering to an audience over here, and he's catering to an audience over here. That's why I say I like both of them, but I like Magic better because it's catering to his nostalgia. Nas don't really need no feature, and if you think about all his albums and classic albums to Illmatic, it was written. He never really been a heavy feature artist. So that's why I like King Disease too. But Magic, bro, come on, this Magic 3 is crazy.
There is a classic Nas sound when he's just on there by himself. And a lot of the guys who are in like that don't have that many have albums where they don't have that many features. So, but I think it's only because of like again, if he had spaced this out, I'm fine with like just all Nas a hit, you know. But the fact that I just got this 2 months ago. Now I want it to sound completely different. That's why I'm like, maybe if he had done this or this or that. But if you had given me this album like next year, I'd be like, oh, this is lit. Because I would be able to, like, the sound would be more fresh to me at that time.
I understand.
You know, but you just gave this to me 2 months ago. So it's like, it's hard for me to be like differentiate.
I don't know if the perfect
because I can't give you standouts from the last 2 albums, but I can give you the standouts I had from Magic. 46 building, bump that daily. Motion. Speechless, bump that day. Like
Motion, Blue Bentley, these.
Oh my God. That's what I'm saying. Like they're
Nas is.
But yeah, like I'm not. I hope no one takes this as me saying, because I'm like Nas is one of my top 5 favorite rappers. I hope no one takes this as me saying I didn't like the album. The album, I do like the album, but like how could I not like the album? It's Nas a hit. I just feel like I just heard this. Like I'm not blown away. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Like I'm not blown away.
It's a good view. I just know they picked the perfect feature for this Magic 3.
Of course you feel like
Come on
that.
now. Let's talk about it. It's not of course, bro. This man Wayne is 1-on-1, bro. I don't care who. I think I'm gonna solidify Wayne is, and you know I'm a Wayne fan, but also Wayne is, if not, I would say he is the greatest feature rapper ever, bro. To me, That's me being biased probably, but feature rapper, when it's time to do a feature, it's go time.
Yeah, he went with the
anyway, but feature
those two should have been collabed, like decades ago.
They
like decades when
stuff. I don't remember. It was on another song. Was it around? It was around.
I don't think I've ever heard a Wayne Nas collab. The fact that I can't think of it on top of my head is insane.
I can't really.
You know who else doesn't have? You know who else should have been worked? Drake and Nas.
Yeah.
Drake and Nas have no records together.
That's true. In due time, though, you never know. In due time. But I'ma just
Nas
tell
is
you,
50 years old.
Nas threw the alley-oop because Wayne went crazy on that jump.
Yeah, that one.
Wayne went crazy.
He kept the same rhyme scheme. I've always been a fan. I like when guys do that. It lets me know. It shows me like their range and ability. I always say I think Wayne is the second greatest rhymer, like right behind M. When it comes to like just rhyming words together, like I don't think anyone's better at it than M. And then there's Wayne. So it's like I like when guys do that one rhyme schemes concept in a verse because it shows me like it shows me your vocabulary. It shows off your vocabulary. Like the fact that you can rhyme this many words with this sound. I forgot. I think it was wild, or was it was? I think that's on this verse. It was like wild. He kept rhyming wild, tile, something like over time, something like that. It was the same one. Like, but the fact that he could rhyme that sound, I like when guys do that. Like I've always been a fan of verses like that because it's like it shows off your vocabulary. Like listen, like.
And then also like you said, and also the wordplay, but actually not having to write it down. That's even more difficult. You know what I'm saying?
Because you're thinking about it, and you're
thinking about it.
Like you thinking about these words.
Come on now. Different level.
If Lil is traded to a team other than Miami, he's expected to actually be traded to the Heat. Yo, what's up with this guy?
Giannis want to win, bro. Like he just.
I'm talking about Dame.
Oh, I thought you talking about Giannis.
It says if Dame is traded to a team other than Miami, he's expected to actually be traded to the Heat. What's up with him?
I mean, he just have a preference of where you want to go.
Listen, he does not have the leverage to force his way to Miami.
I feel like.
Nor does Miami have any. Like they don't have.
Dame is an MVP caliber player.
Yes, but Miami is not willing to give up what they would need to give up to get him.
That's true.
They would have to get worse to get him.
I mean, that's true.
You feel me? Like you try to horse your way to Miami. You don't have the leverage. Why did you keep re-signing these deals?
I mean, hey.
Why didn't you get a no trade clause when you restructured your deal? Why you don't have the leverage to do this?
I still respect Dame though because he
do, but he's blowing me.
He definitely tried with the Trailblazers, bro. But it's time to move on. I understand. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, like because you're blowing me, like
because now you putting the Heat in a difficult situation.
Yeah, and your team, and it's like all of a sudden you want to be traded, and you only try to go there. Yeah. You try to force your way there. If I go to your team, I'm not going to play. Like, what is that? Like, what is this? Like, what?
Yeah, that's going to make it.
Then he got some podcast and say, hey, man, I'm from the Bay, but I ain't like what KD did. I would never go to. We know, Dame. We know. That's why he's sitting with 2 championships. We know you weren't going. We know.
Right.
You know, but it's like, and I'm a huge Dame fan. Like, I want Dame to win. Unless he plays the Celtics, and I hope he loses. Though. But it's just like, come on, bro.
It's
like,
facts. You can't make the situation worse. And then once you go over to Miami, it's going to be the same situation you just left, kind of.
It really is. So, like, they have to give up a lot.
Correct. So, and then once you know, teams get to the championship. You know they
because it could be simple.
Teams.
He could just
it's already 3 or 4 players that already left. I think Max Strus, if I'm not mistaken,
Max Strus.
It's a couple others that left.
And then
you would have to give up probably Tyler Hero to get.
You're gonna have to give up Hero.
Dame,
you probably gonna give up Gabe Vincent. You're gonna have to give up most of their role players.
Gabe Vincent already went to the Lakers, so
they don't even. That's what I'm saying. Like
it's nobody over there.
Because they're not gonna give up one of their stars.
Nah.
And it would be simpler if you were just trying to go somewhere other than Miami. Like
correct.
If you were trying to go like anywhere else, Philly could have been made this happen, and you would have been in a good situation. Harden for Dame makes sense.
It makes sense.
And you get to play with the big fella, the MVP. Sense. Like,
Harden checked out. I mean, he's
that's what I'm saying. So you got 2 guys that want out. Mm-hmm. That makes sense. They're both superstars. It just makes sense. All right. Now Harden don't want to go over there, which he probably doesn't, because I get it. But it's like, I don't know. I just hate this. I just read this quote and I don't like that. The fact that you gonna go to get traded to a team and then actually trade to the Heat, it's like now you're gonna put them in hot water.
Correct.
Now you're gonna give them hell.
Yeah, it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, he needs to accept either just don't play this season or it's not gonna happen. Like Like, you can't sign these contracts. Like, you had the leverage. You gave the leverage up. Mm-hmm. I hope he goes. I hope he goes to the Heat. I want to see the Heat get worse. Like, I really hope this happens. Because Heat fans are so excited. Like, all right, go ahead. Go ahead and get Dame. Watch everything I'll watch most of the team go out the door. Go ahead.
Correct. It's going to be the same shit.
Yeah, like, I really hope they get Dame. So.
Bro, we about to see what's going to happen with this. I don't know how that.
What happened with Tyrese? Because I didn't see the rest of this. I saw a part of, on The Breakfast Club. When he came to the Breakfast Club. And I didn't watch the whole 9 minutes, but more happened apparently. And then he was on like the internet again talking about them.
Hey, bro. And
they said Tyrese like sung for them and like got his wife back together with him with Envy.
Yeah, correct. So you know the gist of it. At the end of the day, Tyrese and DJ Envy, they basically, you know what I'm saying, was going back and forth on the internet and going back and forth during the interview. Because DJ Envy was just like, bro, for what you did, you know what I'm saying? We didn't know, we wasn't privy to the story before he said this, but he was like, what you did, you know what I'm saying? You deserve to be punched in the face or punched in the mouth for some Paul's crazy stuff he said to him. But it's like,
said something about his wife.
And he said something, and he tried to approach his wife or, try to holler at his wife. And DJ Envy wife, got in the middle of it. But my thing is this DJ Envy and his partner, Gia Casey, why did they ask for Tyrese's help in the first place? And then also, let's normalize normalize checking your partner too, because in this situation, what it seems like was your shorty was feeling Tyrese, and I'm not saying Tyrese not wrong because that's invasive, especially in their marriage. But it's been a lot of going on with DJ Envy and in regards to his wife of lady. In regards of her exposing stuff when she got on the interview, a book about her not being pleased by him cheating and him.
Oh yeah, that was insane.
Come on now, it's been.
I remember that.
You know what I'm saying?
That was insane.
And I'm just being honest, bro. It's been plenty of situations where, like, it's either, you know what I'm saying, because he had got caught cheating and now he just turned to a whole simp, which everybody believes just because off the actions and then not speaking up on your behalf when your partner do something wild.
Yeah, because he called her online. He called her live on the air, which was wild.
Come on now.
To apologize, and they said Tyrese was like the reason why they were able to get back together, and Tyrese was upset because he didn't like how when Tyrese was going through his situation with his divorce or whatever, they didn't handle it on their show. They didn't handle it with like proper care.
Correct.
And etiquette. It was just like, hold on, man. After what I did for you. Mm-hmm. I gotta delve more deeper into the story, but yeah, man, I don't know. These Envy been a little. I won't say lately, but like at least for me lately, it's been like it's been a lot. But like for me, I don't pay attention to that much. But it's like lately, it's just been like back to back. First, it started with him. He tried to play with E-Man Hudson and his brother. He said, "I don't want to assume if he's gay or not." So that was wild. Like, why'd you say that? That was weird. Like, why'd you say that? That was wild.
Then the Rick Ross with the
the Rick Ross thing. I don't know. I still think that might have been just friendly competition between because they got the cars, but I don't know. Maybe.
We don't
but then
know
there was that. Then there's this whole thing with the real estate scam.
Right, with the scandal stuff.
Allegedly. Like I don't know what's going on with that. Now this is Tyrese situation. Listen, I don't know what's going on with him.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
I don't like lately.
Promotion, marketing. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but it's been
looking crazy lately. Like, come on, yo. Like, I don't know what's going on, and it's been like one after the other. But I'm glad you brought that. That was crazy. I think we talked about it on the podcast. The whole it's been 10 years. He had never satisfied. Like, that was wild. Why did you say that out loud?
Whoa, like put that out to the public,
to the world, to the
internet. You know
what
I'm saying? Like, I understand y'all known each other, y'all married, everything.
To put that in a book is also wild.
It's a certain level of respect on both sides. On both sides, a certain level of respect you gotta have, and you not checking your partner. And obviously, it was the screenshots released about Tyrese and talking to his wife and she feeling uncomfortable, whatever the case may be. But it's just like it wasn't receptive or received that way as far as the text. It's just like it was a communication and conversation. Okay. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like even that check. You know what I'm saying? Check her about that or check your partner about that too. You feel me? Because you putting all this on my name, and I'm the one who really helped you get back together with your wife. So I mean,
they said Tyrese flew in to New York for that reason, like to sing at the restaurant that he hooked him up at. Like he had him thinking he was coming to do press. He's like, no, he literally only flew in for that. Like he went out his way for you. That's why it's hard for me to believe. Like I don't think Tyrese was trying to get at your wife. I do. Like I think it was a miscommunication error because he went out of his way, like literally out of his way to help that situation then, that you had messed up. Like literally, legit.
Then you got Rick Ross trying to sign Tyrese.
Wait, what?
Trying to sign Tyrese.
Wait, what? He did what?
MMG, I mean.
Wait, that happened?
Nah, Ross is the
wait,
best troll, bro.
He did that recently? He tried to do that?
Ross and 50 Cent the best trolls. Oh, I'm sorry. One of the best trolls, bro. He did. He was like, hey.
It's just saying those two don't like each other.
Come on now. Nah,
that's crazy.
Leave it there.
He said Ross was trying to sign. He said he had trying to sign Tyrese.
Sign Tyrese. About to make a hit song. Yeah, he's been
Tyrese done been through it, bro.
Yeah.
Because I heard that song, You Don't Love Me. I was like, dang, why did she do that to him? Like, have you heard that song?
Tyrese been, I don't know, man.
Have you heard that record? Nah. When you listen to that record, I was like, bro, I felt bad for them. I was like, dang. I felt the pain in that music. I was like, why did she do that to him?
Through a lot of stuff.
I was like, bro, what?
But yeah,
like, you can hear the emotion in that song.
But don't put on Tyrese's name. Don't do that, DJ Envy. Come on now.
Nah, that's crazy. DJ Envy, he got to get himself together.
Come on, man.
He need to focus on this scandal. That's what he needs to do.
It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on.
Because they saying you scam people, but now they trying to say that you got scammed by your partner. And you try like, listen, it's looking funny right now.
Best to stay out of the meeting.
Everybody was looking a little, because everybody was like, bro, why does he have like full Lamborghini and he's a DJ on the Breakfast Club? And everybody kept saying real estate. And I was like, okay. Because real estate before could probably be lit. It probably could be lit.
For sure.
Austin need to watch out because Offset went on the Breakfast Club and he was like, you the one that inspired me to do that. Listen, I hope you did not take that much advice from Envy because it looks great.
Speaking of Offset, man, my boy Offset was out here. Nah,
that was goofy. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry.
Casanat stream, then he went to Colorado, bruh. Then he, hey, come on now, selling the merch. Offset been out there, just dropped the video, man. Respect the Offset.
No, I'm talking about.
Respect the Offset.
I'm talking about the situation with freaking Nicki Minaj's husband. Why y'all outside?
Come on now.
At this age, like, why y'all outside this grown man's house?
Yeah,
it's grown man, and he looked cold out there too. But it's how y'all was dressed.
That man was on Casanat stream or in Colorado.
That man wasn't even in New York. Like, why y'all outside that man's house? Why y'all putting it on the internet?
We always say, real G's move silence.
Like, come on,
real G's moving silence.
And then it's like
all this, Instagram, the social media stuff. Come on now.
And then it's like, bro, like what you do, like what you do affects your significant other. Your significant other is like one of the most famous people on the planet. You know what I'm saying? It's like literally like you can't just be doing stuff like that. Like, cause what if he had come outside and then that turned into something and it turns like, come on, yo, like
yeah, for sure.
I'm not even sure why that was happening.
It's not worth it. And then I get
like, why was that happening? Why is there beef with Offset? Like, I don't know, Cardi and Nicki don't like each other, but why? Like, why those two? I don't
even know where that boiled down to for real. But all I know is that I don't even like seeing that too, just based off of like what happened with Takeoff, bro. It's still sad to me, bro. Like as far as the Migos, man, we'll never get the Migos like as they once were. So
I
like
still
when I
hate
even
the
see
story
anything about Offset or Quavo, you know what I'm saying? I still just get sad for them in that moment. So it's just like I'm glad to see him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? With Casanat moving around, you know what I'm saying? Because that's a difficult time for real. Yeah, and that was one of his best streams, like for real. He made numbers off of that, man.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I hate the fact that the Migos story had to end that way. Like the Migos story shouldn't have had to end that way. That's crazy, but it's all good.
I don't like seeing none of that, bro.
You know, Quavo album sound great. I like his album. So, and Offset's album's already looking like it's about to sound pretty dope. Sure. So, I'm excited for that.
Shout out to them, bro.
What else is on our agenda here?
Well, we talking about bullies, and people want to act like bullies. I had a question, bro. I got a question for you. Would you ever fight another kid if your kid was being bullied or jumped?
Oh yeah. If my kid's being jumped, I'm not. What? Man, what? That's like instinct. What? If my kid's being jumped, yes.
Cause it was a situation.
Now my kid's being bullied. Like no, like you need to go back to school and hit that dude in the mouth.
Right.
He's bullying you because he thinks you're not going to do nothing about it.
I think bully is the conversation that needs to be had. But I feel like it turns different.
If he's way bigger than you, then
when you say jumped, it's go time.
What?
It's go time.
Throw the hat in the air, son. Throw the hat in the air. We assemble
me and those parents going to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? But at that moment, and if that's going on at that time, I'm definitely helping my child. And it does depict on how old they are. I'm not gonna if they're at a certain young age. But this situation that I'm referring to, it was a 16-year-old, and she was locked up. She was arrested because her 16-year-old was being bullied and jumped, and it was constant. And she jumped in and helped her child, but she got arrested for that. So I really wanted. That's why I brought the question. I just wanted to ask, what would you do in that situation? I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying?
And my kids being jumped, then we're jumping in.
Some kids, some teenage 16, 17-year-olds unfortunately in that moment we had to catch their hands.
Yeah.
And me and their parents would have to have it out because that's a whole different situation. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother situation. Nah. Come on now.
But nah, my kid
and it is being responsible as a parent not to react in certain ways. I understand that. But in that type of situation, bullied, that's a conversation. You know what I'm saying? That's something that goes on and actually happens. But jumped, I don't know, bro. I don't know. What do you do as a parent? You just sit there and watch, or try to break it up, and then what?
I'm not gonna lie. I think my father was on that type of side. I remember I got jumped at Robert Goddard by these high schoolers, and my mother called him, and he came up, and I don't know what his plan was. Maybe it was to have me fight those guys one-on-one, but we went looking for those dudes. And when they saw me with my father, they took off running. And we looked for them.
Yeah,
we definitely looked for them. We couldn't find them. They were gone. But I remember that. So I don't know what his plan was. I don't know if he was going to fight with me or he was going to have me fight him. But like he was on time.
Yeah, for sure.
And they didn't want. They weren't on it. They left.
As your parent, and it's not a job. This is you as a parent. This is a must. Protect your child at all costs. Point blank, period.
Point blank, yeah. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
We're not doing
and I'm not saying it always has to end or result in violence, but in that type of situation, yeah, what you expect me to do? For real. My goodness. Hey, bro, got the worst daggone tooth pain. I just got root canals. I'm just telling you guys, take care of your teeth. As you guys already know, I take care of my teeth as I thought. Got root canal. Had to get a root canal. Filling. Crown, bruh, I'm not a fan of the dentist. I don't like none of it.
No one likes the dentist.
None of it. Tooth pain, headache, paper cut, body injury, stomach injury, or just stomach hurting. What's the worst pain to experience, bro?
The body injury is not that bad, depending on what it is.
Because
it's like
I've torn my ACL.
Yeah, and I've had 2 high ankle sprains. On the same leg. The headache is so annoying. The headache is like, cause that could vary. But I ain't gonna lie, I think I'm gonna go with the stomach. Your stomach hurting. It's been a while since I had a tooth pain.
The BGs.
Like yo, when you got the Hershey squirts, not even that. Like it don't even have to be that. Sometimes when your stomach just hurts, bruh, like it is so uncomfortable. Like when your head hurts, you can still like function. You can walk. It might be annoying. You can still walk, whatever. When your stomach hurts, sometimes you just want to. Sometimes you just like this. But like you can't do nothing.
Ain't nothing you can do with a tooth pain, bro. I don't think it's no pain worse than the tooth pain.
The tooth pain is pretty horrible.
Connects to your brain. It connects to your heart, and also your tooth can give you a migraine that you would never.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm going with 2. You know why I'm going with 2? Even though actually it might still be with stomach, because with the tooth, it's not just the pain, it's the fact that you really can't eat anything. Right. So now you're hungry. So now your stomach hurts and your tooth hurts and your head hurts. You know, the same thing with your stomach, you're not eating nothing. But it's like, yeah.
Everything connects with the tooth.
I'm going with the tooth.
Everything.
Because when your tooth hurts, you can't eat nothing. Like
you can't eat nothing, you can't do nothing. Then the pain, I'm telling you, that pain in your head, bro, the migraine, nah, that's a different type of pain. And then if it really get bad, it gets to your heart and you start feeling chest pains, bro. It's really your nervous system. Like your tooth is your nervous system.
Bro, when your stomach hurt, you don't want to do nothing. Like nothing.
Yeah.
Like the NUFFIN. Nothing.
Yeah. And then also like another sneaky like pain is a paper cut. I don't know why the smallest like the cuts hurt the worst.
It's sharp. The worst. That's why it's sharp.
Yeah, nah, you be feeling
like I don't know what it is. It's just like
too pain. You don't want no parts. Make sure y'all get checked up. Dentist and all that. You don't want no parts. I gotta go back. Gotta run that back.
You gotta do it again?
Yeah, I gotta run it back. I gotta get a crown on the other side.
Oh dang! Well, shout out to you. Not me. Listen, if you have to get your wisdom teeth taken out, you gotta plan it. Like you gotta that's what I did. You gotta plan it. Like I remember, cause my teeth were aching me, and I could feel the teeth coming in. I was like, bruh, like, and so it was senior high school. They was like, listen, you gotta get these joints taken out. And I remember when my sister went through it, and she looked like a squirrel, and I was like, all right, I gotta plan this out. So I did it the week of spring break. That way I didn't have to go to school and look like a squirrel. I was like, all right, cool. I get that week to like have my swelling go down or whatever. So, like when you guys get your teeth taken out, you guys just like, listen, the surgery gonna go by like that. I promise you, I don't remember nothing. I remember getting in the chair and waking up. That's all I remember.
How many?
I think it was going on east side too.
Oh, 2.
I can still feel the stitches in my mouth.
Yeah, that's deep.
But like, yo, like you don't remember nothing. Like, I got in the chair. The doctor said something about in a couple seconds you're gonna feel it, and then pause, and then like I woke up. That's what I remember. That's it.
Yeah, me too.
I'm telling you, bro.
All full pull.
This is like supposed to be like an hour procedure that lasted. I remember nothing. I was out. I just remember waking up and I was tripping.
That pain different, bro.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
In fact, you gotta take some meds. I had full pull at once. Nah.
You can't eat nothing but mashed potatoes and mac and cheese and applesauce.
Facts.
And soup. It's horrible.
Yeah, ain't nothing you can do with that. Ain't nothing you can do.
Yeah, I'm going with tooth because it affects everything else. Your hair start hurting, then you can't eat, you can't chew nothing.
Y'all lucky I don't have my glasses on, my sunshades, man. I gotta purchase them Deion Jones, bro. Tupac Shadur, all right. Tupac Shadur. Look here, hey man, I'm about to start doing sports betting, so we gonna get some sponsors on here for real, cause I ain't gonna lie, I got Colorado. Before we go, I got Colorado over Oregon. I feel like they gonna find a way.
It's gonna be tough.
They gonna find
Oregon gonna look sweet.
They're gonna find a way.
Oregon gonna look sweet. I'm talking about the uniform.
Yeah, I know.
Oregon gonna look sweet.
That's fine. You gotta play this game. You gonna see. You gonna see. All right, they about what? They number
Oregon
13.
about to look tough. It's about to be tough though.
Yeah. Number 13 versus number 18. Yeah, we believe. It's about time. And we believe. I'm bandwagon.
Yeah, I'm a proud. I don't even watch college ball, but I'm watching all of these games. I'm a proud Colorado Buffalo bandwagoner.
And I'm a diehard
diehard
Michigan fan.
I have zero shame behind it too.
Colorado.
I'm here. Every game I'm supporting it.
You already know. Like, share, subscribe.